I sleep with men for money, and I did tell my dad what I do. It was very awkward. I'm very lucky that my parents are not religious, like they're quite atheist, and they've always kind of been like, your body, your choice, just like call us if you need help. And they really had that same approach to my work. Like I had already been in this industry for maybe 5 or 6 years before I told anyone, because I was just so scared of what they would think. And so I started with some of my closest best friends, and they were like, oh, okay, whatever. So what are we doing on the weekend? Like they were just like, oh, okay, cool. I'm glad that you have like a new job that supports you and that you like it. Like awesome, whatever. They did ask me like a few questions about like, you know, how I keep myself safe, both like physically from like attacks, but also like STIs. And then once I kind of reassured them that I am safe, they were like, yeah, whatever. And my dad, I basically asked him to come have breakfast with me. And then just before he had to leave, I was like, I have to tell you something. And I kind of just blurted it out and didn't really give him any time to respond until he had to leave. But like afterwards, we just had a conversation about how I keep myself safe. And he was like, cool, like, are you happy? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, awesome. That's all I ever wanted for you. I just want you to be happy, safe, and healthy. And it sounds like you're achieving that. So I'm super proud of you for that. And yeah, that was it. We don't talk about like other than like me telling him how I kept myself safe. Like I told him about, you know, how I test, like how often I test, and like, that I use protection with every client, and, you know, that I do like a health check on them. After that, like he hasn't asked like, you know, how many bookings have you had today? Every now and then he'll just be like, how's work? And I'll be like, oh, you know, it's pretty good. And like, that's pretty much the extent of it. He has actually seen my TikToks. He doesn't like follow me or anything, but every now and then they pop up on his For You page. And he will just decide if he wants to watch them or scroll on, depending on how explicit they are, I guess. He did say he likes watching the ones that are, you know, more advocacy, like talking about the laws and workers' rights and protections. And I am very involved in my local community and do a lot of work in terms of advocacy. And he's, you know, watched like all of like the awards I've gotten and like the little speeches. Like we'll film it and I'll send it to him after. When I won the Australian Industry Adult Awards Best Industry Advocate for 2025, I sent him like my speech and like me like holding my little trophy, and he's like, I'm so proud of you, like congratulations. It was so sweet.